only sleep about 4 hours a night. You think they'd be exhausted all day long, but they're not. If you're feeling sluggish,
Elephant bread.
elephants only sleep about 4 hours a night.
Ooh.
You think they'd be exhausted all day long, but they're not. If you're feeling sluggish, elephant breaths can help perk you up.
I need the quick pick me up.
To get your elephant breath on, stand with your feet wide apart
Ooh, ooh.
and dangle your arms in front of you like an elephant trunk. Breathe in through your nose as you raise your arms high above your head. Then breathe out through your mouth as you swing your arms down. Try it.
Hey, look at me. I'm a moosefant.
Yes, you are. Let's stand tall and let's breathe like a herd of elephants. Ready? Breathe in and out. Breathe in, arms up. Breathe out, arms down. Breathe in and up. Breathe out and down. Breathe in and up. And out and down. Breathe in. Breathe out. Breathe in, arms up. Lower them. Breathe in, arms up. Breathe out, arms down. Breathe in and out. Raise up, arms down. Breathe in, breathe out.
Parents, can we please move? Are fathers any good at organizing play dates? I said, oh, good question. For kids. So, moms, do you think fathers are any good at organizing play dates? Thank you, parents. This is like a grade 2 class. Yeah, I know. Five, four, three, two, one and a half, one, three fourth, half, a quarter, point one. Okay, zero. Thank you, parents. I hope you had fun. You got some takeaways from your, the parents sitting next to you, standing next to you. Can we please take a seat? So, would somebody like to share a interesting parenting hack they found out from another parent? Any hacks? Nobody. Ah.
Some parents said that they leave it on the father, so which is the biggest hack.
Okay. Was anybody able to spot a parent who's amazing at organizing playdates?
Rajshri. Not only for the kids, also for the parents. So actually, I do blogging, and there, like, I always get a complaint of moms, like, we don't get resting periods. So then I started this play dates, wherein I give them rest from their phones. So a 3-hour play dates, like monthly ones, I organize, and we all get connected. Yeah, it's like outside school, anyone who are willing to come. So yeah. Thank you.
Can somebody read what's written on the board, on the screen? Please, thank you. Okay, so could anybody take a guess or share their understanding of what this means? There's no right or wrong answer. We always tell children. So I'm going to tell you also there's no right or wrong answer. Anybody? What do you think socio emotional learning is?
Something to learn about how we as people emotionally react to society.
Very well. Anybody else?
My understanding is that, there are a lot of times when you don't know why your child is acting a certain way. So when you kind of get into it, then you understand their emotions and how they do in different environments, like different social environments. That's my understanding of socio emotional learning.
Perfect. Anyone else?
I think it's about learning techniques to handle your emotions in a better way, not to react at the spur of the moment, but to take time and respond to the situations.
Anybody else? Anyone? Okay. I shall give it to Nikita to demystify this.
I can just use without the mic.
Okay. Thank you.
Okay, the main objective, the name of the today's session was sneak peek into SEL. So SEL session would typically be where we start off with a mindful breathing and we would have a very fun interactive game for the kids, which is related to the topic that we're going to talk in today's class. Have any of you like heard about this word SEL from any of your kids? Like, which is like, okay, my kids talk about SEL or social emotional learning class or Nikita auntie. Like, have you ever like heard about it or you have any idea about what SEL is? We heard like some amazing sharing. Any other thing that you've heard from your kids sharing to you about what SEL is or what we did from SEL class? If you could share something, it would be of great help.
Hi, so I'm Kiara's mom from Pool Cats, and she speaks a lot about this class, especially how you guys took them all for the community helper field trip to the fire station and the police thing, as well as all the homework that they were kind of getting with the house help, and she kind of got really involved in that whole questionnaire. So yeah, she talks about how last month you guys taught them about community helpers.
Thank you. Anybody else? Any LL parents, because they've already had SEL for last year. So if anyone has heard about this, please feel free. Okay, so SEL is called socio-emotional learning, and we wanted parents to know about this class that we have once a week for the children. So this has like various topics about self-management, about emotional regulation, responsible decision making. Also about we learn about empathy, how to regulate yourself when you are having a particular emotion. It's like, for example, when we talk about emotion, there are various different emotions, like how we can see like happy, trusted, excited, with all of you with your name tags on. Is it just wrong for a child to feel a little scared or a little anxious? Is it like a good emotion or a bad emotion? Any? Okay, is feeling scared or feeling anxious is a good emotion or a bad emotion? Just a yes or no question, please. It's a good emotion or a bad emotion? Yeah, it's neither, it's just an emotion. This is what we try to teach to kids when we talk about emotion, that all emotions are okay and you can express all emotions, and we teach them what's a right way, what's a healthy way to express emotion. So we tailor made each curriculum and each class the module according to the child's need and the class dynamics. We sit with the teachers, we sit with the parents, we come up with a topic that will be needed, that will be essential for the class. For example, when we found the CCs were coming into the classroom, we know that it is going to be for like a full day. They'll have to start the class from 8 and they'll have to be till 2:45 without their parents. So we found that a lot of kids were missing their parents. So we read a beautiful story about invisible string, where even though your parents are away from you, you all are connected through a string, which is knows that if there is love, you all are connected through each other. After that session, we found that they were little open and they were feeling that, yes, my parents and the people that I love will always stay connected to each other. And they felt a little calm inside the classroom. With LL, we did this session where we had a lot of conflict with friendships in the class. So we were like, one point we decided that, okay, why should we be kind? What is the need to be kind? And then we asked them to write a simple apology message to each of their friend. And I'm not sure, but some of them even wrote for their parents, like LL especially. They wrote for their parents, like, I'm so sorry that I did not, I made you yell at me for not drinking milk, or I troubled you in the morning rush. So sweet they were expressing. So according to the children's need, we try to curate a whole lot of modules every single day, and we work with them. And anything else you would like to add on SEL, Huma? Okay. So in today's class, it's just gonna be about how a SEL class would be for parents. So you can just enjoy, sit back, and you can just be calm. This is a very safe and non-judgmental place for you to just calm down and just be free. Yes, thank you so much for listening to me. Okay, so we just don't have a set of thing like we show video, we do this or something. Some kids really like to sit in a circle and talk. Some kids like role play. Some, especially with CZs and LL, they really like to draw and express something, or they like to do a fun game with it. So we have different ways of implementing SEL in classroom. Like we do role play, group session, or storytelling, especially for CC and LL. It works great. Even as parents, if you feel that you want to talk about a certain thing to your children, you can start off with a story, and that's just great, that just works great. And we think that we have a lot to learn from you. So if you think that there's any specific SEL topic that you would want us to discuss for your children specifically, please let us know. We can do it as a group together. So you can just mail to the primary at kchigh.com. PS at kchigh. Thank you so much. You can mail. You know the email ID better, I'm assuming. I'm so sorry. Yes. So you can mail it to them if you want to like discuss a certain topic or you have any idea. So we could do that. And one request which we felt as teachers we want to ask you parents is that when you know that there's SEL class and we updated in the weekly report, so maybe you could just know what the topic was. Okay, they did about emotions, like coping with emotions, or like sharing about their happy place or something. Maybe you could just have like a dinner time conversation of something like, oh, you did this, or what happened, like that. So just to know that all of us are in the same page and we're aware about what the child is learning and whether they're implementing it. So at one time we'll know that, okay, wow, we can see changes. It'll be great learning for us also and for the children and us. Yeah, thank you. Would you?
Okay, so that was brief about SEL. So we have another activity planned for you, and it is related to the stickers that you all have. So what we're going to do is we want you in 6 groups. So we're going to be a little creative, and we're going to make you into 6 groups where there are parents of both the grades. So I want parents to call out numbers 1 to 6, and then we repeat, and all the ones will form a group: twos, threes, fours. Go. No, one. Five. Oh, three. Three.
Four. Five.
Oh, six. Five.
One.
Four. Three. Four. Okay. All the ones, twos, three, 4, 5, and 6.
That's not a
Wait, wait, wait. 15.
one for one.
So Nikita is going to be coming around, and all the groups will get one chit, and it's an emotion chit. Um, Based on the emotion, there are some conversation starters for you to think about, to mull over. Yeah, so the emotion that you have, please think about all these points. What comes to your mind when you think of that emotion? Is it a personal experience that you can share related to that emotion with the group? Strategies that you have used personally and has worked well? You can even share strategies that have flopped. Yeah, strategies that you've read on the internet, from a parent, from a friend, and you have implemented it or yet to implement it. um, Anything else that you would like to share related to the emotion? So you don't have to go through all the points, but these are some of the conversation starters, some of the points for you to think about how you can lead a discussion. And you will get about 7 minutes for this activity, and then you will have to have a champion from each of your group to share some of the strategies that have worked well. And as parents, you can even look at setting some goals for yourself. You know, if this emotion comes up, how am I going to react the next time? With adults and definitely with children also, because most times it's our emotion which we end up kind of, yeah.
Okay, and also if it's happy, we can call it joyful or playful or anything. So similar emotions to the word that you've got. Yes, thank you. We'll just play some music.
Parents, 60 seconds more. Do you all have a champion? Please pick a champion. You have? Do you have a champion who's going to share from your group? 50 seconds. Thirty seconds. Ten seconds. Time's up. Parents, are you all ready with your elevator speeches? Group 1, you ready? Yeah. Group 2? Group 3? Group 6? Group 5, do you need some time? Or you're good to go? Group 4. Thank you. I did come around. We all went all around. It definitely came across as if you all had a lovely discussion about the emotions and the feelings you got. So you all get about 1 minute for your elevator speeches. The champion from each group can come. And it takes about 1 minute to ride an elevator from ground to 30th floor. So that's how much time you have to come and share some of the strategies. So which group wants to go first? Good. Very nice.
So I thought let's cut that. Yeah, so we got the subject as fear. I think so. The best way to eliminate fear from each one of you. Everybody has fear every day on each and every subject. So I thought, okay, let me be the first to stand up and talk about fear, because I'll cut down that fear first, rather than waiting for the first to say something, then the second. I said, okay, whatever I remember, I'll first say. So in our group, we discussed about fear of darkness, fear of homework, fear of mosquitoes. From Korea, people have come who are worried about mosquitoes, and fear of travel. When KC shifted to Navalur, that was one of the biggest fear of every parent in KC. So how I address fear, before even starting this, we discussed was address the main thing. If my kids are feared about jumping, I tell them jump, that will get over. So I told the other ma'am also that she had the fear of traveling from her destination, which was quite far from Navalur. That it was just because she couldn't travel, she did not travel, she had the fear of it. Once she did it, it was easy. The Koreans, after they came to India, said, oh, Chennai, the mosquitoes are fine. Yeah? So they're not dangerous than North Korea. They're not dangerous than North Korea. So yeah, I think so. In our everyday life, we get these fears of each and every thing. We address it, and it's very, very, very small. So I think so main issue is addressing the fear. If the homework is not done, if the homework is addressed, even if it is late, the fear will go away. So I think so addressing the fear makes it more, easy, simple. Yeah, yeah. That's daring. Sorry. Yeah. Yeah. Thank you.
So group 2 has like beautifully put across how to face your fears. That's something very important that as adults we need to learn, and we are teaching it for kids. But also sometimes it's okay to have fears. Sometimes what if just we're like scared of any insects in particular? Sometimes we just have to like be okay with the fact that we are scared, and we just like take a deep breath in or just do something like to calm ourselves down. Thank you so much, sir, for sharing. Next group. Yes. What was the emotion?
Hi everyone, my name is Niba. I'm LL parent. My son Kain goes to second grade. So I think the emotion that we got was mad. However, a lot of us were hopeful, excited, happy, all the positive emotions. I think we got the wrong emotion. But regardless, I feel we stick to the original emotion that we had. But anyways, I think it sort of turned out to be a little bit of a whining session for all the moms and dads, where we all justified in a way it is okay to feel the emotion at that point in time depending on what the kid does, right? I think that's an important thing to acknowledge. We as human beings, it's okay to feel any emotion at that point in time. But the important helpful tips that came out was, one was sort of unplug yourself from that moment, distract yourself either by going out for a walk or listening to music or working out, and then try to involve, if it is specific to your child, involve the other party where both of you have a stable state of mind, sit down with them and put across your point of view, right? So that was one thing. And if you are mad with an adult or anyone else, I think it's also important to think about their point of view before you jump into conclusions in a negative way, right? I think that'll also be helpful. I think these are the two important things that came about. Yeah, thank you. Any other words? Like angry, upset, annoyed, irritated, frustrated. Yeah.
Um, okay, so that was really, really amazing. Like how to distance ourselves, just calm down and then face it and address the emotion. Also about how you can take in different perspective. That's very needed for the thing right now. Yeah. This group? Yes.
Okay, hi everyone. My name is Rupa Vijay. I'm a parent of Vedika who's in Cool Cats. The emotion that we got was anxious. So it has different connotations for everyone. And I think some parents shared a few, experiences with respect to them where they had a depressive state of phase in life. And, they had to overcome that by addressing that in, their own ways. Everybody will have their own ways. So similarly now when we have, so we discussed about situations where our kids are anxious about, facing the transition from BB to CC, where they are, encouraged to independently do things as opposed to the pampering that they got in Bright Bunny. So they were all champions in Bright Bunnies, but when in CC, they are put in tough situations, when they have to remember their homework, they get, according to their definition, they get scolded by teachers, they don't get the stars. And, and I think so then obviously in turn, it has a cascading effect on us. We also get, anxious, we want to coach them on one hand, but at the same time as a human being, we all get affected by that also. Our kid is going through that, and we try to pamper and we protect and keep them very enclosed envelope. But I think what to each child, their personality is different, so we need to address them differently. For example, one parent shared that they want to be kind of be giving a very strong message to them that you have to face the world, but the same message has to be given according to the personality of the child. We cannot use the one size fits all strategy to address the same message to our kids. And so accordingly, we need to kind of, in a way, we need to coach them They all need to, we all have faced, we have all have been in the situations, it's just the circumstances and the environment is different now. But the message to them is that, we need to kind of coach them, mentor them, talk to them, but also give a very strong message that it's a part of growing up. Everyone will face it, and you all need to overcome that. And for our own anxious moments, we need to kind of take a deep breath and engage into any kind of whatever makes us feel better. That's what we have to do. Anything else? Uh, you shared something. You just have to face it. Go and face it. Yeah, acceptance. Acceptance is something that we all need to have of any situation, of any event that occurs with us. We should not pamper them a lot.
So my question was, when parents are anxious, so what do you do? Emotional eaters, we eat and we feel full, and we feel better. If you try, as teachers, we also do that. Some days you will see my plate is empty. So that is probably the day I'm very, very overwhelmed with how my day has been going. But on the contrary, for some people, they tend to overeat. So for different people, different things. It's just not for parents, trust me, it's for teachers.
Sometimes I seek advice from my son also. When I'm anxious, he will give me a good advice.
Why not? Yeah, talking to someone.
Yeah, yeah.
And for me, sometimes sleep. So that helps.
Thank you.
Okay, so I have one question that I want to ask you. So this group got anxious, feeling anxiety or something, and this group got fear. Does anybody know the difference between fear and anxious? Yes, yes.
What I think is an emotion, what we feel like predicting the future. Anxious is. The fear is the moment, what the fear we have at this moment. So that's the main difference, I think.
So anticipating something that's going to happen in the future is feeling anxious, and fear sometimes can be rational and sometimes it can be irrational. We don't know whether it can be true or sometimes it just can be false. And I really liked it how you like put across about growing up, and as you thought about a lot about your child when you have to discuss about yourself. But I think we all are just embracing the moments of growing up, and sleep, eat, great things to add on. Thank you. Yes, auntie. Such a big.
They have to eat. In the cafeteria, they have to be in school for a longer duration. Otherwise, the aunties, the way they pamper. In fact, we keep telling them that they need to figure out the first day in the cafeteria to the day now. They are excellent. They know what to eat. They know how much to take. They know how to make sure that they are engaged through the day. Nobody sleeps now. We don't see them. Initially, we had planned sleeping time and all in our schedule. They are so much awake then, and the teachers are a little tired. So it's not much. And the homework, of course, homework is something that everybody, the time management skills and organized, to be self-organized and all, it will take time. So give them that time, set small goals, and
They'll be there.
it's not an issue.
They're just growing up. Yes, auntie, they'll be fine.
In a month or in 2 months time, the transition, like coming from the RR campus to OP campus, I think I was the most anxious amongst the three of us with our kid. I think this the s- my kid was the one who was just breezing through everything, and I think I understood that I was the most anxious amongst the three, because even when it came to homework, he's like, let's just come back. Like, he would just want to come back home and just finish it so that his playtime doesn't get disrupted. So he wants to finish off everything by, like, say 4:45, and that's it, done. 5 o'clock, do not disturb me. Yeah. Yeah. Yeah, even with like eating, because even I had like all of those issues, but I know he's come from like not eating, like not trying, not willing to try anything, to now I'm like, okay, I tried this, I liked it, but okay, maybe I'll try something else later. So it was good. Yeah. Yeah.
Our emotion is happy. I think that's one which we don't express as much as we should. With the kids and adults as well, I think happiness is something which is infectious, right? So we were just thinking about how the kid comes running and gives you hugs and loads of kisses and all at this age. As they grow up they might not, but that's all the physical affection they show towards parents and how happy they express it in that fashion. While some of the parents also have this consistent behavior when their kids are happy and they did something really well, uh, they're taken to a place which makes them feel happy. Like one of the child likes going and feeding animals, so they go to a goshala and feed the cows. The second one was someone who likes cars, and they so go and probably learn about a new car or see a new model and learn a bit of how it is different from the others. So the parents encourage the children to be consistent about how they feel happy, what and do things which they make them happy, and also pay. I think some of us also said we would probably pop a bottle and have drink if you're happy, or the other way around, when you're tired and exhausted you might, but different. Yes. That's what we've discussed. Some of us do this way, some of us do that way, but all of us would want. And some of us said, I think we would come together as a family and do a game or play, because it's infectious, right? The kids are happy, whatever the mood or whatever the emotion we've been going through, I think that subsides and we become happy, or the other way around, we are happy and the kids not, but that's infectious itself. So that's about what we've discussed as a team. I don't think we have a strategy to really stay happy. We would have ups and downs. That's what joyful, grateful, hopeful, playful. I think most of the words in English. Yeah, happy shouts. And I think some of us said we also like when you're happy, you kind of your voice levels go up, and that itself carries on to the next person as well. We all start yelling much louder.
Yes. Mm. Who wants to go ahead and speak? Are we the last? No, Auntie. I think one more.
Okay. Basically, I think all of you have got all the emotions covered. We had loved. And let's remember, love is the foundation, bedrock of all our relationships and what we are going to do. So I gave the same suggestion to my group. Guys, try to spend some time with your kids in a week and do some good activity over the weekend, so that they understand that whatever feelings they have, they're free to come and express it to you. Because I understand you guys are really busy today. You're too stressed compared to what we even went through. So the best thing for you is to first get to know your kid by spending some time with them. It sounds very easy. It's tough. Right now, I'm trying with my other granddaughter. I have 4 now. And we use these same emotion cards, where when they come from school, since I have all the time and leisure at my disposal, I tell them, choose the card of the emotion you want. And slowly, I think I'm gaining their confidence. Remember, guys, if you gain the confidence of your kids, nothing like it, it's going to be cakewalk. But you all are all so busy today, I see, that you don't have the real quality time, not quantity, with your kids. So this is what I would tell you. Since love is the foundation, just work on that. Thank you. Who's left?
One second. Yes. Sorry that
I think we're all getting a late, so I'm going to wrap up really quick. Our emotion for today was sad. And basically, we discussed on how to not label emotions and not to say, like, this emotion is correct or wrong. And, how to kind of come up with coping mechanisms to deal with what you're facing and not run away from that feeling, but to actually go through it, process it, feel it, and, also see if there is something good coming out of it, and basically come up with coping mechanisms. And opposite to what the happy team said, how not to bounce it off of each other. So when your child is feeling sad, you run to the mom, now the mom feels sad, and it kind of snowballs. So we're just seeing how to face coping mechanisms and how to make sure it doesn't bounce off of each other.